What is up? Thank you for coming back to thehorrordebate.com. My name is Michael Mandy, and this is Rowdy Jeff. Oh, sorry. No, maybe not. Okay, I'm Rowdy Jeff.
Yes, I'm Michael
He's
Mandy.
Michael Mandy.
How you doing, everyone?
Thanks for coming back. We got a good movie this week.
Yeah, we do?
We do. We have a good movie.
Yeah.
It's not bad.
Not bad.
It's
I'll give you
happening.
not
It's
bad.
pretty happening. We're talking about Untraceable.
Not unforgettable.
Not Unforgettable.
And not unbreakable.
Oh, yeah, you thought it was Unbreakable.
It was unbreakable.
Yeah, you looked up Unbreakable, you know? I'm like, well, what are you doing?
No,
I
that's
didn't ask for Bruce Willis.
Yeah.
He's not nearly as fine as Diane Lane.
Well, she...
Well, you think Bruce Willis is as fine as Diane Lane?
They kind of look similar.
Oh,
She's got more hair.
She's got more hair. This is true. Nicer smile, too, by the way. Anyway.
You know what? Diane Lane probably looked a lot better 10 years ago.
God,
Now
she still looks good. Are you high?
No, she's
what TV
definitely-
were you watching her on? Oh, my God. She is the best looking, like, 40-ish. Or whatever she is, or how old do you think she is? Like 40, 50?
I don't know.
Somewhere in there, but
she's getting up there.
She
That's all I'm
looks young.
saying.
She looks just. I think she's gorgeous
All
for her
right.
age. You know, I mean, she's getting up there.
Oh, okay.
You know, I give
But
that. I
anyway-
give that woman props. I think she's good. She's damn good
Hey,
looking.
you know what? Actually, I give this movie props for putting her in this movie as a. Okay, most movies nowadays they're 20 years old. You know, I mean, come on, Lois Lane crying about Superman being gone so long, and she's only 21 years old.
Right.
Come on, you know. But at least this movie, it gave one foot in reality by having a main character, a female character, who's in her 40s.
What it did was it gave it credence. I mean,
Yes.
it gave it a realistic vibe to
Exactly.
the whole thing. You know.
Back in the 60s and 70s, if a character was supposed to be 40 or 50, they put in a 40 or 50-year-old guy.
Yeah.
You know, like Gene Hackman or Roy Scheider. You know,
Yeah.
I mean, even Walter Matthau. That guy never looked young.
Yeah, he was like 20 years old with those jowls,
Exactly.
man.
He was
What is
20 years
going
old
on?
playing old.
You know.
But anyway, so I
Diane Lane, you know, she's played in a lot of stuff she's been all over the road. You know, she's done thrillers, dramas, comedies. You know, she must love dogs. You know, I mean, there's all kinds of things she's done, and may I say, she's looked good in every one of them. So, you know, I'm a fan.
All right.
I am a fan. And this movie I'm a fan of too. This is basically just exactly a perfect hybrid of like my favorite types of movies.
Computers?
Well, and that too. And you know what, Mike? You know what really ticks me off sometimes?
Yeah, I knew you would like this film because it's got your this is right up your alley. It's computers
I told
and
you.
death.
I told you. It's a perfect hybrid. You know what really ticks me off, though, Mike, is when they try to do these technical movies, right? They try to get a little too technical for their own brains, and then they screw up, like, terms, and they screw up things. And you're sitting there looking at it. If you're in the IT industry, you're sitting there looking at it going, that ain't freaking real. Yeah. You know, this movie kind of almost went that way a little bit.
It started to.
But it stayed fairly in bounds. Yeah. I mean, okay, I got to say
I'm
that.
very familiar with IP addresses and Cat5 cables and
Right,
things
right.
like that.
Well, she was talking about latency and TTL time and all this stuff, and I'm sitting there going, oh, come on. You know, and she tried to put like and I shouldn't say she because the writer did it.
Yeah.
Right? But they tried to put like every technical term that they could think of in about 2 sentences, right? So it sounded like Chinese to most people,
to
right?
most people, if you weren't on top of it.
Yeah. So anyway, let me just talk about what we're talking about here.
What are we talking about
Get
here?
y'all into it here.
Get 'em
I'm
into it.
excited, Mike. This is
You're
a good
excited?
week. This is a good week.
It's a good week.
It's a little hot, but it's a good week. Untraceable. We're talking about a serial killer who is demented as all get out.
Well, most serial killers are demented.
Who is, and this is cool.
That kind of fits along with the description, you know.
But Mikey, this is cool. You can't deny this, okay? This is some cool stuff. What he's doing is he's taking these guys, he's kidnapping these guys, and you're not really sure why he's getting these particular guys at first.
Well, he started with a cat.
He started with a cat, which I'm going to get to. I got to talk about that opening scene. But he's taking them and he's torturing them. But what he's doing is he's making people, well, he's not making people, he's luring people to log on to his website, right? And the more people that log on to the website, the faster the poison or the faster the heat or the faster whatever, however he's going to kill these folks, the faster it happens.
I wonder how.
So everybody's an accomplice to murder.
So I wonder how much advertising space on that site costs.
You want to do it?
Hey, that's an idea.
You think we'd get some hits?
We probably would.
We might.
All right.
Yeah, we've been getting quite a few hits lately, Mikey. I mean, people are digging the horror debate. I got to say it. I got to say it. But anyway, This is the coolest premise.
Tell your friends.
And tell your friends about the premise. Oh no, about the horror debate.
About the horror debate.
No, this is the coolest premise
Tell your
in
friends
a while,
about the movie
Mike.
too. Why not?
Yeah, I recommend this movie, and I'm going to tell you why. Because everything they did worked in this movie to an extent.
To an extent.
To an extent. This was good stuff. Had me hooked from minute one. Okay, it starts out with a scene with the dude in his basement with a little kitten, a cute little kitten, by the way, and he has a sticky paper. You know, and he's got like a thing of milk on the other side, and he lures the cat over onto the sticky paper
to get to the milk.
The cat gets stuck,
and then he turns the heat lamp on.
Then I couldn't watch it, Mikey, and you could tell it was a phony cat. I think later on you could tell the way it was moving. It looked like from Reanimator or something. You know what I'm saying? But I still, once it got past that and we got into the story, I got attached to the characters, which is something I can't say about every movie we do, Mike. The characterization was really good. I got into her family, her mother and her daughter. I got into her daughter. Whoa, shut up! And I got into the characterization.
I couldn't pass that one up.
The characterizations. I liked her partner at the Force. I liked everybody. Even the guy who was supposed to be a jerk, I liked him too.
Yeah, I mean, okay, even that's one thing I don't like. I was showing my kids Beverly Hills Cop the other night, and why is it the boss?
Yeah!
Why is it the bosses, there's always in these movies a jerk. And it's like, why do... in real life, yeah, there's idiots, but there's a degree of idiocy around your work.
Wait a minute.
Not everybody is a total jerk.
Wait a minute. I think I just did the Fletch theme instead of the Beverly Hills Cop theme.
Yeah.
I got to do Axel Foley.
Right.
Right. I got you. Okay. See, I'm a Fletch fan.
Okay. Yeah.
See, and you wouldn't think a guy that loves horror movies. I love Fletch.
I have all the books right here.
Fletch is cool. Well, I love Chevy Chase's Fletch. I don't want to read it.
Oh, yeah, that's right. You don't read.
I read, but I don't read that. I need the fast, digestible version.
Okay, well, they're not.
And then you don't get to see the fine women. Fletch always had fine women. You go to get to see, what do you, they illustrate them?
Bruce Springsteen's wife, remember her?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, she was in the second one.
Right. But I dug the first chick, too. The first Fletch, yeah, it was happening.
So anyways.
Did we get off track?
Back to Untraceable.
Okay. So Mikey.
We like this movie.
Well, let me tell you why we like this movie.
Why do we like this movie?
Like I said, the characterizations are so good. And you get into it. I mean, I love this movie basically from minute one. It was shot really cool, very slick and technical, and all the technical terms that were used weren't too bad. They were pretty much on the money. Some of the things they were doing with the screens and all that, though, like when they were on the internet, I'm like, oh, come on, that doesn't look like no website I know, right? But beyond that, and boy, was their streaming just nice and clean.
Oh yeah.
I want to know what kind of connection that was. You have a direct connect up to the guy's freaking basement or what? Because my streaming video never looks that good, and I've got a big wide open pipe. You know what I mean? So I don't know what's going on there.
I beg your pardon. Say that one more time.
I got a big wide open pipe, Mike. Okay, good.
That's something I don't.
All right, now that I got that out,
I'm gonna sit over here now. I'm gonna sit way over here.
All right, now that I got myself in trouble on that one. But let me tell you this, okay? The writing on this movie, now, when we were watching the special features, they were talking about how this movie went through several revisions. I got to say, I got to give credit to the guy. I think his name was Allison something. But he was such a big part in putting this thing together and making Diane Lane's character what it was, like the forefront of the whole thing.
The writers were Robert Fivolent, Allison Burnett, and Mark Brinkle.
Allison is the one I'm talking about. He's the one that actually did the revisions on the movie. They wrote it originally, and then he went in and fixed it up and made it into movie style. So, Mikey, you're not talking here, dude. Give me some love over here. What'd you think?
Well, I'm sitting way over here. I ain't giving you no love.
Hey, I'm gonna bring my pipe over there. You don't start talking. Let's go. What's going on?
Well, yeah. I mean, this movie kept my interest, although the Diane in the shower scene was really unnecessary because you didn't see nothing.
Excuse me?
Yeah, they show her back from the shower and the camera's slowly creeping in like it's going to be someone, and all of a sudden, now she's outside.
Diane in the shower is always necessary. Okay, and I don't care what you say. They don't need to show anything. She's just sexy. They don't even need to show anything, It's not like she's a bimbo.
No, she's not a bimbo.
See? So she's a classy chick,
like I said,
man.
I give props to this movie for, not having people be 20 years old and supposedly having 30 years worth of experience on the force.
Yeah.
I mean, she looked and acted like she was... Okay.
One thing though.
IT person doing her job, you would think she would have more security and more stuff on her home computer.
You'd think. But this
think.
guy was slick. I mean, look at the stuff he was doing. He had a roaming IP address like every 0.3 seconds, you know? They couldn't trace the guy, right? So that's, I mean, you know, she could have all the firewall. What do you think? She's running Norton? You know, I mean, what do you think? McAfee? I mean, what do you think is going to stop this? You know, I don't think so.
Okay.
You know, I mean, this guy was slick. Of course, it's all phony, but he was slick. And I get, you know, it is possible for something like that to happen. To
Untangle is a really good firewall, by the way. Check it out.
Untangle, okay.
Untangle.
To where you couldn't detect this guy or trace him down. You know, it's actually technically possible something like that could happen, where he's hijacking servers and moving things around and stuff like that. So, you know, it was kind of cool. I really got into this because, of course, I am in the IT industry, and so it was nice to see something that was somewhat realistic. You know,
but didn't go a little overboard like the Die Hard 4 movie. That I thought went a little overboard.
Yeah, well, Die Hard 4 was just
stuff.
visual. It was just visual candy. That's not what this movie was. This movie was a heck of a story. Now, yeah, Die Hard 4 was way over the top. It was cool to watch once.
Not just the visuals, but even the computer stuff. When they found Kevin Smith, they're all talking computer geek speak.
Right.
And
none of them know what they're talking about.
Right.
It's like nobody hired anybody to come in and go, that ain't gonna freaking happen.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
So, but in this movie, I'm sitting there listening because I get so irritated. Like, for instance, the first time I ever watched Sandra Bullock in The Net, I was about ready to throw something through the TV. Okay, I'm about ready to just can the whole thing, right? Because I was so ticked by the halfway through the movie because they're just so wrong. Everything is just done wrong.
Okay. I just have a question about the Sandra Bullock, The Net. She ordered pizza online. Has anyone out there ordered pizza online?
I have.
You have?
I have.
They have that?
I do. They do.
Because at the time the movie was out, I was down in L.A. on my sister's computer, and I tried to do it, and they didn't have it.
Let me tell you something. Domino's delivers, baby, in 20 minutes or less.
Online. You can
online. Domino'sPizza.com. There's a free plug. Now you guys need to put a horror debate ad on your pizzas.
That's right.
Okay, so, but the bottom line is this. This movie rocked. I like it. It's slick. It was stylish. Good acting. Diane Lane she had one line, though, that hurt me. One line that it was like a kick in the ribs, you know. It was like took all the air out of me. You know, it was when she was standing there. I can't remember the exact line, but her delivery was so off. It was like when she was talking to the detectives and she was trying to convince them to use the bigger computer or whatever at the FBI or the CIA or the whatever it is, you know, and they wouldn't do it, and she said something. I can't remember exactly what it was, but anyway.
Yeah, that's why you're losing me. I'm going, what
yeah,
line
it doesn't really
Hello?
matter. But her delivery was so bad, I even looked at my wife and I went, ouch. You know, there was no feeling, no emotion. It was just, yeah. You know what I mean?
Okay.
So, but anyway, for the most part, like I said, fantastic. Recommend this movie. I'm 4-star in this flick. I dug it a lot. It's not a 5-star. It has a few flaws.
No, it's not a 5-star.
But I loved it enough to give it 4. This is a perfect amalgamation of everything I wanted from this movie. As soon as I saw the preview, I said, yes, this movie's going to be happening because I'm going to dig this. It's like Saw mixed with The Net. You know, really? I mean, overall.
I would like to saw Sandra Bullock.
Yeah, I know. I know you would. Tell Jesse James that. Anyway, bottom line, if you like Saw and you like techie stuff, this is your flick.
All right. Yeah,
this is your flick. And it's a torture. Let me tell you something.
Torture film.
Let me tell you something. Some of those torture things that they had set up. First of all, I want to know who has set up a hit counter that can freaking control a mechanical device. I want to see that.
Okay.
An external mechanical device. Like, what do he do? USB out? Or, I mean, what's he doing? You know, I mean, I want to see how that's done, you know? That intrigued me. Like, well, what kind of interface is he using on that damn chop suey thing he's about to cut her up in? Yeah. You know? But, 4 stars, Mike.
Yeah. No, like I said, I could go either way on this. It's a decent film. It didn't make me jump up and down when it was over, but I just went, yeah, all right.
Well, I thought the ending was very abrupt.
Yeah.
And I'm tired of the abrupt endings, okay? And granted, this came out a little while ago. It came out like the beginning of 2008, you know? But it was a little like, you know, okay, boom, he's dead, boom, okay, over, roll the credits. You know, there was no, like, afterthought. And I like a little bit of afterthought.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
wrap it up.
I want you to tell me you love me by the time it's over. You know what I mean? So, anyway, that's just my opinion. What are you giving it?
I'm giving it 3 stars.
3. I knew you were going to give it 3.
Yeah, of course.
I said on the drive over, I said, you know what? Mike's going to give this movie 3.
Yeah. Well,
See?
like I said, it didn't make me jump up and down, but it didn't make me
What
go.
does make you jump up and down?
Reanimator.
Oh, God. Oh, you got to be. Oh, just now you put a bad taste in my mouth.
The original Halloween.
Okay, now that I can do. But Reanimator? I mean, come on.
Go listen to the Reanimator review,
Oh.
guys. All right.
Domino's, I'm looking for our ad.
All right. I'm Michael Mandy. He's Rowdy Jeff. We'll talk to you next week at the Horror Debate.